Quite unfortunate. Now to other news. The son of nominated Member of Parliament David Ole Sankok, Memusi Sankok, who died from a gunshot injury, will be laid to rest on Saturday at the legislator's home in Ewasonyiro, Narok County. The family spokesperson, James Kuyoni, made the announcement shortly after completion of the second autopsy, which was done at the Umash Funeral Home in Nakuru by Government Chief Pathologist Johansen Odwor. Narok DCI boss Mwenda Ethaiba said that the investigation into the death of Memusi had been taken over by detectives from the DCI headquarters and the deceased body had been cleared for burial. Our reporter Fred Kagonye with more.
After the first post-mortem conducted at the Longisa Hospital in Bomet County failed to satisfy investigators probing the death of David Ole Sankok's 15-year-old son Memusi Sankok, a second post-mortem was conducted on Friday by Chief Government Pathologist Johansen Odwor at the Umash Funeral Home in Nakuru.
What we've established is the late Hillary died as a result of a single gunshot to the head. And it was a contact wound, and the firearm which was used was a shotgun. The injuries, both internal and external injuries, are pointing toward a gun, which was a shotgun.
Odwor told journalists that the first post-mortem only established the cause of death, and that's why investigators needed a second post-mortem to establish the type of gun used and whether the bullet was fired at close range or from a distance. And from the findings, Memusi was shot by a shotgun, and the bullet was fired at close range, entering through his shin and exiting through the upper part of his head. Narok DCI boss Mwenda Ethaiba told journalists that investigations into the incident have now been taken over by officers from DCI headquarters. He added that after a round of interrogation sessions with the family of the late Memusi, they are now free to lay him to rest. The investigators are now waiting for toxicology results after samples were taken from the deceased body to the government chemist for further examination.
This marks the end of the field work that we have been doing. We will allow our officers from DCI headquarters and Dr. Odwor to go and file a report after analyzing the samples that they have taken. That will give us the directions that this matter will take.
The family spokesperson Julius Kuyoni announced that Memusi will now be buried at the family home in Ewasonyiro.
Kwa niaba ya familia tunashukuru kwa sababu of the whole process. Tunashukuru sana kitengo cha DCI.
For now, all eyes are on the Kinoti-led DCI headquarters to find out whether Memusi was killed and why, or if he shot himself dead. Fred Kagonye, KTN News.
One person has died while 3 others are receiving treatment at Tabaka Hospital in Kisii County after